I've been looking through my old keto recipe folder and thinking I really, really want to do keto again, but it was so expensive last time I did it. Yo, future Kirkhope here, just stepping in to point out that keto is a type of diet where you eat very low carbs and very high fat. And your body starts burning fat instead of carbohydrates because it's no longer receiving enough carbohydrates, going into a state of what is called ketosis, where it produces a hormone called ketones that allows your body to do this. This was not fully explained in any of the footage that was recorded today, so we're just clarifying that now. Okay? Okay. So here's some stuff I've been looking at online. I've done it in the past, had great results, and it got me cooking more food than ever before. Really broadened my horizons around the kitchen. I thoroughly enjoyed being on it. And I, of course, lost weight really well doing it. The issue is some of the ingredients get a little expensive, like so. This is for, 1 kilogram of wheat gluten. This is 1 kilogram of oat fiber, nearly 23 pounds. This is the flaxseed meal. Now, these three plus xanthan gum, which I've now remembered to open a tab for and look up, but xanthan gum's not that bad price wise. These are things these are things I was using on a fairly regular basis to make low carb bread. On many of my mornings, I would sort of have like a grilled cheese or like egg on toast for breakfast. Lunch would usually be a steak. Um, and dinner, I've been looking at the Huel Black Edition. It has 14 carbs per serving. You're supposed to stay below 50 carbs per day when you're on keto to put your body in a state of ketosis where it burns fat instead of carbohydrates, as in the same function your body uses carbohydrates. So I would always also have almond flour, which again gets kind of expensive, and erythritol, which also gets kind of expensive for making desserts. Erythritol also makes you always have a clean system, whatever one of those is, due to the sugar alcohols in there. No carbs, it's all just sugar alcohols. At the end of June, I will be getting paid for 5 weeks instead of 4 from work. And that's when I'm gonna attempt at least 1 month going back on keto. And if I'm really lucky, I'll be doing 3 if I can afford it. Because the other things were like, yeah, as I said, I was having a steak for lunch every day, or some cases for dinner. But either way, a steak every day gets kind of expensive. Quite a lot of the food you can have on keto is, well, it gets kind of expensive, but it especially gets expensive if you don't want to be eating the same 3 things every day, which I really didn't. So eating keto the way I did it did get expensive, but it was in the middle of lockdown when I was being paid extra for simply showing up to work while the place was closed, which was crazy, but there it is. So it is something I really want to do again. I had excellent results with it, and now that I'm kind of in a position where I can run again, I think once I can come off it, the amount of calories I'll be burning with how much running I'll be doing will hopefully be able to then keep my weight down once I go back onto basically a non-keto diet, and maybe have my finances be a little kinder to me. We'll have to see. But yeah, like looking through this stuff, like some of this shit was delicious. And it's like this was a favorite of mine, the chocolate peanut butter cake. The mug cake was something I could so easily throw together and just have as a dessert, not gain weight. Again, the price added up a bit thanks to the whole freaking, oh no, almond flour costs so much. Well, it wasn't the worst thing. These, seeing the words fat bombs, and that recipe was taken straight from a keto weight loss channel, and they were using terms like fat bombs and saying, yeah, this will make you lose weight, and they did. This diet was like a miracle for a guy with a sweet tooth like mine, and who just liked being able to pretend he could eat a relatively regular meal. God, I miss this. I want to go back to this. I really do. I know we've seen a few people supposedly go on it and not really follow it or not know how to. When I first did it, the first week was kind of a rocky start because I just didn't know how to regulate it. It was a sudden decision I made that I wasn't ready for, but I adapted. adapted rather well, and it worked out super good for me. Again, unfortunately, it's going to be a good month or so before I can truly afford to just get it started again. But I think once I can get a good momentum going with it, yeah, I'm hoping to be able to keep it up for the rest of summer and see if I lose a couple of stone like I did last time before putting it all back on. Of course, last time I came off it, then it was a case of, oh, all the things I couldn't eat while I was on keto, I'm going to eat loads of those. Dumbass. Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have done that. But I won't be doing that this time. I do not intend to do that this time. I've got all dozen people watching who want me not to do that. Maybe it won't be a dozen by the time I'm through the end of it. We'll see, though. See you soon.